what is going on? Monster Shaw here, and today I've got a brand new video for you guys. So I'm here with Wubby Gaming.
Hey everyone, how are you?
So we're kinda gonna be doing an interview thingy. So let's just start. A huge shout out to him, and his link will be in the description. He makes really good Monster Legends videos, so please check him out. So should I start with the interview or questions?
Yeah, sounds good, Monster Destroyer.
Yeah. What is your favorite monster design-wise in ML?
Design-wise, so when you say design-wise, do you mean like how they look?
Yeah.
Design-wise, the first monster that pops into my head is Lord Platypus. I like him because he sort of reminds me of the Pokemon Psyduck, and he's got those pretty cool electric sparks flying between his fingers. I'm sure there's other monsters that I kind of like as well, but I've been using Lord Platypus a bit lately, so he does pop into my head.
That's a good selection. I like Armor Claw. He's really cool.
What do you like about Armor Claw?
I don't know, just his design, his red sort of thingy, it just looks really cool.
Yeah, he is a pretty good looking monster.
His skills, I mean, they're kinda good because it's mythic, and compared to legends it can just OTK, but then it's not really good. He has taunt, so that can work.
Yeah, I remember when Armor Claw first came out, he was a really good monster, and I was winning a lot of Grandmaster duels using Armor Claw as my base, along with Hornet and Drakon. So I played around with Armor Claw a lot, and he was a really good monster for a long time in Grandmaster duels.
Yeah. So the second question is, what is your favorite monster that you would like to use in practically every battle?
Practically every battle, there's two monsters that come to mind. One is Tabora, and the second
let me guess the
one
other
is
one.
Shelly.
Oh yeah, I thought that. I also thought about Lindworm, but yeah.
Yeah, Lind's really good as well, and the only thing that's different about Lindworm is he has other monsters that are kind of similar. So for example, Master Masher is a little bit similar to Lindworm in that he can do the turn transfer and can also deny. But Tabora right now doesn't have anyone that's similar at all. There's no other monster
Yeah,
that
there's a
right
new
now.
one getting released. Didn't you see the leaks?
Yeah, I've seen that one. That one has an area of effect trait disable, right?
Yeah, and it can remove positives and give an extra turn. So that's pretty good.
Yeah. So it's sort of like a cross between Tabora and Ignis, that new one.
Yeah.
So it's interesting, but he's still not going to be as useful as Tabora in Infinite Gauntlet, because the area of effect trait disable and positive effect removes in one skill isn't there. So that's what really makes Tabora stand out for me.
Yeah. So have you ever thought about quitting Monster Legends?
Yeah, a couple of times. There was this one time about just before I started the YouTube actually, where my wife was saying, hey, you're playing too much, spending too much time gaming, and you're spending too much money on Monster Legends. So at that point in time, I did quit for a little while, and then after some discussions, she's like, you know what, Victor, so my name's Victor, she's like, Victor, if you're going to keep playing, why don't you start a YouTube channel? So that point in time where I was actually did quit Monster Legends for a little while actually resulted in me starting the YouTube channel.
Oh, that's an interesting story. So the fourth question is, what is the longest time you've played Monster Legends in one sitting, like no breaks at all?
In one sitting?
I'm guessing it was for a race.
Yeah, I think for a race that might have been like a 12-hour-ish day. I think, yeah, maybe about 12 hours straight. I think when I'm on a break from work at the moment, so I've got a couple of weeks off, and I've always considered doing a 24-hour stream. So right now the record is 12 hours, but maybe the next race I might do a 24-hour stream. We'll see how we go.
Yeah, that's quite interesting. I've played it for about 2 or 3 hours, and then I got my iPad taken away.
You've got good parents then.
Yeah. And yeah, it's to the fifth one. If you were to get a monster, like a monster of your own, which element would you want it to be?
If I had a monster and it could be any element. You know what? If I had a monster and it could be any element, I would do a Ragnarok. You know how Ragnarok has no element at all? So
Yeah.
he has no weaknesses? That's what I would do.
Oh, but
What
then,
about you?
I don't know. I think fire. Fire has some pretty cool monsters like Kai. Both of them, and
Yeah.
the design is really cool. So the sixth question is kind of funny. Have you trolled anyone in global ever?
Have I trolled anyone in global ever?
Yep.
I don't think so. Like, I troll some of my teammates here and there from time to time on Discord, but I just don't use the global chat at all in Monster Legends, so it's highly unlikely.
Yeah, I do it all the time, and it's kind of a lot of fun. People get really confused.
Yeah, I can imagine. Global has all sorts of people, so I can imagine it would be quite fun trolling.
Yeah. So the seventh question is there something that you regret doing or buying in Monster Legends?
Is there something I regret doing or buying in Monster Legends? I think when you do Monster with tasks, it's always a bit of a gamble because you don't know if you're going to get the gems or not. And so sometimes you might buy something that's going to help speed up the task. And there have been a couple of occasions, I think on a couple of slots games, where I bought the pack or whatever it was, and then I didn't end up getting the gems from the monster task. So sometimes when I spent a little bit too much on that task, I kind of regret that, especially when I didn't end up getting the gems.
So did you complain to like the Monster Legends people?
Yeah. I've got a video about that actually, about what to do when you don't get your gems. So I went through the whole process, contacted Fiverr, contacted Social Point, and it still didn't quite work out. And then I also ended up trying to get my money back for the task from Google Play. I think it was Google Play or the App Store. I can't remember which one. But that's sort of the last resort, and sometimes they do pay you back as well. So people have had success with that.
Okay. So this is a easy question. How many years have you been playing ML for now?
I think I will be coming up to my 1 year anniversary if I haven't already. I think I'm maybe a few days past my 1 year anniversary. I started a little bit before Christmas this time last year, so I'm close to 1 year now.
That's surprising because I've been playing for about 2 years now and I'm level 85 and I'm free to play.
Yeah, I think it depends a little bit on how much you play the game. So if you can only play, say, 1 hour a day, then it's going to take a while to level up. And also I spent some money on the game, so when you spend some money on the game, you do tend to level up a lot faster.
Yeah. I mean, when you spend money, I'm thinking about Shelly because, I mean, Shelly is like an incredible tank.
Yeah, I think of all the monsters that I've seen in the 1 year, Shelly's probably the most worthwhile investment. She does make it a big difference, especially in Infinite Gauntlet.
Yeah. So, this is the 9th question. For how much money would you sell your Monster Legends account?
For how much money would I sell my Monster Legends account? You know, I'm a very pragmatic person, and when you're selling something, it's always going to be supply and demand. So my account on the market right now is probably worth somewhere between $700 and $1,000.
Okay.
So I would be looking to sell it for around that price. But, you know, the money you put in and the effort you put in, I don't think it's really worth selling it. I would probably actually rather give it to a teammate or someone else that can use it rather than sell it to someone random.
Okay. And the last question is, I know you're probably going to say no to this question. If you were to get an offer from a team like Hounds of Justice or like the Great Guys, would you leave Placid Fury?
Yeah, I think you're right that the initial answer is no, but I think it's always important in games and in life to keep your options open. So while it might be a no for now, you never know what's going to happen in the future. So it's a no, but who knows in the future?
Yeah. So thanks for taking your time out, and it has been a real pleasure. And yeah.
You're welcome.